Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. I just noticed that there's another update in the Ripple v SEC lawsuit, so like I usually do, I went to quickly record this little update. Parties filed a joint motion to extend the expert discovery deadline by 3 days to take final expert deposition. Extra time needed due to scheduling conflicts will not change other case deadlines. Meaning, well, they want to pull this through just a little bit more. But it's not really going to have any effect on the long term or any other deadlines for that matter. So theoretically speaking, we're not going to notice this difference whatsoever. It's just a thing on paper that's different. But as you guys have most likely noticed in the last couple of weeks, we don't really get this many updates anymore anyway, as the majority of things right now don't involve the other party, as they're basically discovering things for themselves. There's not that many disputes, and even if they are, they can kind of fix it on their own in the weekly or even potentially bi-daily meet and confers that they do. And as long as there's no dispute which needs to court, we're not really reading up on it. We can't really see too much about it. Like the most recent thing that we had was where both parties had to write a supplemental letter about how they interpreted the new law, about one of the new cases. But that's basically it. Right now, it's like empty stuff. There's not really too much going on. It might change in the near future, which I'm kind of hoping for, kind of being neutral about, as all it's doing is stalling it for like a couple more days. And it's based upon the fact that one of the people which they want to talk to is just not available at the specific date. That's all. It literally says they just want to do a single expert deposition after the deadline, with such deposition to occur January 19th. That's it. They just had one guy they wanted to talk to, couldn't get it done within the time frame because he might not be available or something like that. They want to extend a little bit. At the end of the day, not too special, not too important. I noticed more so that that guys like Jeremy Hogan and whatnot were dropping things. You guys said, please, Dusty, check out what he's been saying. Well, I've been checking his Twitter, guys, but there really isn't anything too specific or crazy that he said about the XRP lawsuit right now. So I'm not too sure exactly what you guys were referring to. Maybe I missed out on it, though. If there's anything you guys want to let me know, make sure you put it in the comment section, as every single comment is read. And also, guys, I'm going to try and make this content as good as I possibly can. So if you have anything that would make you go from not pressing the like button to go pressing it, please just always let me know, as I'm trying to make these things as informative as possible. Besides that though, guys, we just joined the Really Metaverse drop, right? Well, I just noticed there's actually another token which is launching on there rather soon. And as we've gone out, we've literally joined every single one of these launches, and it's literally hard to lose money with these drops. So I'm telling you all, make sure you check out the link down below for Bybit and get yourself some BIT. Of course, not financial advice officially, but I'm doing that, and every single coin that we've dropped or bought thus far has been a really profitable endeavor. And so I'm honestly thinking that that's going to continue on for a little while from here on forward. At the end of the day, I don't know for certain, but that's what I'm basically hoping and thinking is about to happen. I also noticed, guys, that one of the exchanges which I use quite a lot, you guys know about it, which is called Prime XBT, that they actually still have a couple of cool contests going on. Even though some of these have already filled up, unfortunately, there still are a couple of battles that if you are on Prime XBT, or even if you're not, you might want to check it out though. Because these competitions are, it's like the first time they've done that. But as I've heard, they want to keep going on with this and do more and more and more. They've already done a couple of cool little contests here. And even though I'm not really a contest person myself, I'm thinking, well, if you're an avid trader and you're pretty good at that stuff, there's right now a 50% deposit bonus with my link. You might want to just check this stuff out. What if you win? All right, regarding the crypto news here, I got a couple of things coming up. Why Solana, Cardano, and Polkadot all had a miserable week. A lot of people have been asking me what's happening with these coins. To be honest with you guys, these coins are going down a little bit, but with all the reasons which they're claiming here, I don't really think that that's the reason. I think it's just because the market is coming back down, so all the Ethereum competitors, but even Ethereum is coming down too. It's not one specific thing, and it's also not specific capital outflows. It's just the crypto market is falling back down, so these coins are falling back down a little bit. I don't think about it too much. In fact, Cardano will explode, this article says. as the first DEX will lead the charge? Well, right now, one of the most exciting things for Cardano, obviously, is the first decentralized exchange. People are really waiting for it like crazy. And there's been multiple different signs that it's going to be this or that DEX. I'm not sure yet, but we're getting really freaking close to it. And so right now, people are really, really happy about that for Cardano, as it's finally going to get Cardano up to the big boy league. So I'm obviously also really excited for it. And it also makes me think about how good the Sologenic is actually going to keep performing over on XRP. I really do sometimes wonder how well it's going to perform over longer periods of time. If you don't know the connections, don't worry about it. I also saw this one. The Cardano founder slams BitPay's choice of Shiba Inu. I also wonder, I wonder a lot of things. If a lot of my audience actually holds Shiba Inu. Guys, if you're holding Shiba Inu, yes or no, just put it in the comments section down below because I wonder about that. But BitPay wrote here, what crypto do you want us to support next? Get your vote in, take the poll. So, Shiba Inu over Cardano, huh? Charles says, what's the point of the poll? Attention, Shiba, this was a little bit later. We're excited to announce consumers can now pay and merchants can now immediately accept Shiba Inu. And they just chose it, I guess, even though, let's quickly, I'm not sure exactly what the results of the poll were. Maybe Cardano came out first and Shiba Inu still won. Or maybe they're like, you knew Shiba Inu was going to win, so why do this? I'm not too sure about that, but it's interesting. Now, regarding Shiba Inu, by the way, it's gearing up to launch its first multi-platform game. You guys already know, I'm a Shiba Inu holder because I bought it really early. I can never tell you that it's actually a good or smart idea to buy, but we got to put our money where our mouth is in the sense that they are really progressing and they are transitioning from being a fully shit token, which they were before, to actually being not bad at all. I mean, if you look honestly at what they're doing right now, look at this. Official announcement. PlaySide and Shiba Inu Games sign a strategic partnership or work for hire contract. The strategic agreement with Shiba is a fixed price milestone-based agreement to develop a multiplayer collectible card game, which is planned to be released on multiple platforms. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're playing this ridiculously smart because you can literally never say Shiba Inu is bad in terms of a literal shit token anymore after they've gone through this process. So I'm going to give them the real big thumbs up for really making something of themselves, as well, they were some of the most popular crypto before, as they had the highest volume of crypto, of any altcoin ever, basically, in a little period ago. Them really pulling through with the metaverse realm, with the gaming realm, I think is a really smart decision. I just noticed as well, let's quickly check this out, that regarding the Ethereum derivatives, let's put it like that, not derivatives as in, derivatives can be used in different methods. Polygon strengthens its ZK capabilities with $400 million acquisition of Mir. They're making some really good steps. Polygon is really on top of their game recently, guys. I've been noticing it. They've been doing a really, really solid job. This is just one of those announcements, again, where it's like, wow, props to you. Polygon strengthens its ZK capabilities with $400 million acquisition. They continue to expand. Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution Polygon has announced the acquisition of ZK technology developer Mir for $400 million. That's a nice little lightweight partnerships like that, huh? $400 million. As per reports, the platform conducted the purchase with 250 million Matic tokens for 160. The acquisition was announced at the backdrop of Polygon's CK Day virtual event. Since the transaction, Matic's price has risen by more than 50%. That's been crazy. But right now, Matic not doing too well. But over the recent past year, oh my days, has this token been performing well. And I do understand why, because they're just going for partnership after partnership after partnership. If you didn't know, Polygon invests in a lot of other crypto startups as well. They do really, really big stuff. All right, I just noticed this on like the worst website in the world. Not exactly sure why I got it. But it said here, Ripple co-founder proposes migration from proof of work to proof of stake consensus for Bitcoin. So it's actually made me think. This is not like a new thing. It's not like this just came out here. It's all of a sudden a new thing. No. But it did make me think. Would Bitcoin really be better if it changed over? There's been so many people who proposed the idea of changing it up. Yet in reality, there is such a huge opposition from the mining community. And Bitcoin is so, I get the mining part of Bitcoin is so integral to the integrity and the way that Bitcoin was formed and how people know it, that I'm like, would it actually be beneficial to anything? I mean, yeah, to the network itself, okay, but to the price or to the way that people value it or know it? Because obviously there's a lot of negative sides to staking as well. And sometimes I do wonder what the best choice at the end of the day it's going to be for Bitcoin. Then again, from an environmental perspective or longevity perspective, yeah, it's better. But I also wonder if it's actually going to ever get there or not, or if there's going to be too much objection all the way throughout the journey. Then, key crypto market eyes. Oh, no, not key. What am I saying? Crypto market eyes recovery ahead of key US inflation data release. I actually want to get you guys another video on this really soon here. I have all the information about it, but the thing is, it's pretty difficult to get a good grasp of all of this because, as I've said before in a couple of videos, and I'll say again, we get US inflation data, right? We get this all the time. So if we know that the inflation data is so significantly, in a literal sense, bullish for Bitcoin, why is the price dropping? And that's one of the questions which we'll be answering a little bit later today. But again, it's not a one-to-one thing. It's not a simple thing. Even though inflation is so high and people in literal form are looking for Bitcoin as an inflation hedge, it's not there yet. And to be honest with you, even gold right now is in a really strange position where people are so uncertain about these times and so unknowing of what the right decision is, because it's just, there's so much going on, guys. We have, on the one hand, we have the CV19 thing going on. On the other hand, we have a really interestingly decreasing unemployment. On another end, we have like more and more billionaires adding to the list every single day because things are actually flourishing while the economy in literal form is still doing bad. We have really huge inflation, yet everything kind of contradicts each other. People right now are in a really uncertain mode. And that's, again, why I personally think that crypto might also be in a really difficult scenario right now. But look at this, by the way. I sometimes also get a little bit sad about this. So what gives? Why isn't Bitcoin rallying as inflation is in the world, in the world's biggest economy touches 40-year highs? Here's the secret that your average YouTube shillfluencer will pretty much never spill. The idea that Bitcoin is an inflation hedge is purely speculative. It's compelling, and it may become true in the future, and it may be rational reason to speculate on Bitcoin right now, but it's not a mechanism that actually functions in the present day. As far as I know, nobody will actually tell you that Bitcoin is like the perfect hedge for inflation just now. In the same sense that nobody's telling you that Bitcoin has an inverse correlation to stocks. It's just not the truth. Is it meant to be that way? Will it eventually get there? To both, I would say yes. But these things take time. These things take progress. And if you look at the amount of users that Bitcoin has in the short amount of time that it's been live for, it's pretty crazy. And I do believe that in due time, it's still going to kind of continue on with this path of just breaking records, and breaking records. But we also shouldn't demand too much in such a short period of it being alive, as it's still already doing amazing. And so if it takes some time for it to become that perfect hedge, be my guest. I have time to spare. Because I know the journey, I know where it's headed, and I know it's going to be the standard. So I'm not really too worried about all of this stuff. Some people worry about it too much, I think. But yeah. All right, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today. As I've said, I've already actually recorded one because this Ripple XRP news was like breaking. So I just quickly had a little intermediary recording here. But make sure you check out the channel a little bit later today. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And adios, amigos.